Hello everybody and welcome back to Cloud Clan, or Feathered Legacy, where, as per usual, we're here with Canarysnap, and I kinda hope a cat his age joins soon, because I want him to have kids. He's 40 moons old, which isn't that old, but I'm a little concerned, especially with how ClanGen likes to throw cats into dangerous situations. Anyway, on to Moon 40. You help out with a few den repairs this moon. The camp looks much better in that and should be good for another moon. You meet the Cloudy Clan mediator on the board to discuss how to best foster peace between your clans. You're called to settle an argument between two cats, only found out they're arguing over what piece of prey is the best and getting far too heated about it. Canarysnap travels to Snapdragon Clan to resolve some recent border disputes. However, no progress is made. Oops. It's endearing how embarrassed Chaffinch Smoke is with her and Shatterstar briefly becoming the center of attention as new mates. As what? New mate? Wait. Excuse me, but okay. Huh. Alrighty then, that's a new one. Interesting. Gonna look. I wasn't expecting that, I'll be honest. I mean, oops, I misclicked. I wonder if it actually was new, or if... I wonder if this was recent, or... You remember how Chaffinch Smoke kept trying to interact with Canarysnap, even if it wasn't an official relationship event type of thing? I wonder if that's why. I wonder if these two have actually been secretly dating for a while. And that's why she was trying to spend time with Canarysnap. Because she wanted to get to know her, like, I'm forgetting the word. Adoptive son. I forgot the word son. Fantastic. Okay, but yeah, I wonder if that's actually why. His feeling perplexed is, I wonder if there's any relationship events. Okay, first let's read the actual other things. Flame Tangle Smoke Cut is healed up nicely. Flame Tangle had a bad fall while taking walks through the territory, returning to camp sore and bruised. Ouch. Ugh. Trivolk has finally gotten rid of all of his fleas. Light Jump's pads are no longer cracked. Ice Cube's bad leg is feeling particularly sore this moon, though. UP's pelt is looking much better. Let's see if he has any thoughts. Canarysnap wants to ask a clanmate to eat with him, but they're busy with Chaffinch Smoke. Low negative effect. Canarysnap wanting to keep his clanmates in shape and ready for anything. Woke Orchid Raven, Cinder Kid, Ice Cube, and Magpie Kid up for early morning stretches. Oop. Chaffinch Smoke reassures Canarysnap about something that was bothering him. Ice Cube gives Canarysnap a beautiful feather he found and hides behind his whiskers when thanked. Huh. Yeah, no. Why does this keep happening? Why? Stop. Why can't it ever be a cat near his age? I'm ignoring that once again. But with the feeling perplexed thought, then this and this, I feel like he has some thoughts on Chaffinch Smoke that are not great. Yeah. You know what? I might write something about this. Because actually, what does Canarysnap think of his dad? I don't think he has the best relationship. Not the worst, but not the best. Oh, not great, actually. Oops. Alright, I'm gonna sit here while I write this down. What moon is it? 40? Yes. Okay, moon 40. Canarysnap was blindsided by the announcement that Shatterstar and Chaffinch Smoke had become mates. He knew that there was a chance of his dad finding new love after Burn Zoom, but he had always ignored that possibility as the thought of having a new cat try to claim his deceased parents' spot irritated him. It also made him consider all the interactions he had. Oh, I cannot spell. Interactions he had with Chaffinch Smoke before. With the Chaffinch Smoke before. All those sudden kind interactions within the last several moons were now being viewed in a more negative light. Was Chaffinch Smoke trying to replace Burnzoom? He refused to let such a thing happen, and ignored Chaffinch Smoke's attempts to reassure him that it isn't her intention. I just think that's interesting. Like, I don't think Canarysnap is just not the best at dealing with this stuff. I feel like, because I'm pretty sure he had a good relationship with Burnzoom. Yeah, look, he adored Burnzoom. How long ago did Burnzoom die? 19 moons ago. Oof. I just feel like Canarysnap is like, no, you better not be trying to be my parent, because it won't happen. You know? Does not like Chaffinch Smoke. Oh boy. Well, that's an interesting moon. I did ask for an interesting moon, so I guess I got what I asked for. Lifegen, I'm kind of bored with Lifegen patrols because it's an argument. Two warriors have a heated debate about a recent hunting trip. You decide to mediate before things get out of hand. Using your mediation skills, you manage to defuse the argument. Both warriors calm down, acknowledging your fair judgment. Nice. Alright, so now cats to send. Send you. While on patrol, Pequeno notices some suspicious paw prints in the mud by the short grass. Following the trail with her nose to the ground, Pequeno doesn't see the bullet coming. She hauls herself to her feet, spitting with outrage, but the rogue that did it has already turned to run from the patrol. Huh. Does Canarysnap care at all about Pequeno? Not much. Not really much interaction. Oh wait, I forgot to have a Canarysnap talk with Orchid Raven. Where is Orchid Raven, actually? Yep. Orchid Raven time. I wandered by the two-leg place while I was hunting. They were parading around the streets with rainbows and other combinations of colors, but a few of them were being mean to the ones with rainbows. I might have made dirt near the dens of the mean ones. Oh, that's kind of funny. Not what happened, I meant like what Orchid Raven did. Send Orchid Raven with just a random cast. As the patrol's checking the borderlines, they hear the traipse of paws through the territory. The patrol follows the noise and comes upon a kitty pet that's sniffing around. Ooh, new cat. The kitty pet notices them and bundles towards the patrol, whose pelts bush out in surprise. The kitty pet quickly begins a story of how he's been training for days now, and he's finally ready to join Cloud Clan. Well, alright then. Where's this new cat? Where are you? Oh my gosh. No, wait, no. You're not anymore. You're not. Nope, 40 moons, that's too big of an age. Yeah, darn it. Man, would love a cat. I mean, Pequeno's closer, but I don't know. Doesn't really know. Most of the cats here are just either far too old, too young, it's not going great. For Canarysnap's options, we're gonna send more patrols. Oh, herb gather. Can't say that word for some reason at the moment. Chip is on a mission to find lungwort now that Greenleaf is here. As the only reliable cure for yellow cough, she's determined that Cloud Clan won't run out of it. She takes along a warrior escort for help. It takes them all day, but finally Chip spots the speckled leaves they've been looking for, so crucial to harvest while the growing season upon them. For just a moment, she feels the weight of her responsibilities lift, the strength of that relief catching her off guard. We're sending a bunch of border patrols in hopes of finding cats. While walking along the border, the patrol notices a Wolverine clan patrol renewing their scent marks up ahead. The patrols eventually cross paths, and an awkward tension fills the air. No one is quite sure what to say to break the silence. Eventually, everyone involved slowly shuffles away to continue their respective patrols. Oh boy. The patrol comes across a small dog right on the border of Cloud Clan territory. All Black Bleak Current's attempts to drive the small dog off only send it into greater and greater fits of excitement, until the only thing to do is wait exasperated in a safe spot for the beast to calm down. Oh boy. The patrol hears a cat begging for their housefolk to come back, just barely intelligible over the sound of a monster speeding away. Oh. He discovers the cooling body of a kitty pet. It seems they were attempting to run after her two legs, but were run over by another monster. Trivelk silently sends up prayers for the kitty pet, and can't help but cursing the two legs who abandoned such a loyal cat. Oh. Finds a loner who's interested in joining the clan. He banters with the cat, but making him feel more welcome. Darn it. The loner has a pleasant chat with the patrol, but ultimately he decides not to join. Man. Alright. Blackberry brambles will be at their peak leaf growth soon if they aren't already. Lion Town heads out to replenish the clan stocks. At this time of year, the blackberries have grown enough leaves to completely shade the ground under with their brambles. Lion Tangle harvests without worry, picking large bunches to take home. Alright, also I'm going to take a look in here to see what outsiders there are. Okay, actually I should look here, see if there are any that are around Canarysnap's age. George is the closest one. She's about the closest. A rogue, though. I don't know. We could try, see what happens, right? Why not? Where is she? Invite in. This should be fun. Okay, one more moon then. Or wait, no, this is the first moon. Memory's great. You stop to take in the moment. What a moon it's been. What a time to be you. You mediate a group of warriors after a friendly prey-catching competition gets heated. You travel to Cloud Clan. Flint Call asks you to pass a message to a cat he used to know. Huh. George is surprised to have been taught specifically by Cloud Clan. She's no stranger living in groups, but all this code business sounds awfully complicated. Eventually, George comes around and accompanies the Cloud Clan cats back to camp. Nice. Chaff and Smoke was found stiff and curled up in her nest. It seems she died in her sleep. Ooh, not right after the two became mates. Oh, that's foul. Flame Tangle's bruises are gone. Orchard Raven has gotten a stomach ache. Orchard Paw has reached the age of 6 moons and has been made an apprentice. Eager to learn the best ways to help his clan thrive, Cinderpaw excitedly touches his nose with Yippee. Even though he's excited to finally be made an apprentice, it takes a bit of coaxing by Pequeno for Magpie Kit to step forward for his ceremony. Pequeno watches and pries his named Magpie Paw and touches noses with Ice Cube. Yippee went for a long walk this morning, deep in thought. Antares yells with pain, begging Chip for any relief. The damage to his head must have been severe to cause such painful headaches. Oh boy. Canarysnap can't believe how talented Bleak Current is. High pause effect? Huh. Cowbell notices that Canarysnap brought him a big piece of prey. Lion, Talon, Canarysnap, and George had a nice talk while eating. Chip learns that Canarysnap is scared of thunder too. Low pause effect. Canarysnap won't help Antares fix his nest. That's kind of rude, considering. Huh, but Canarysnap seems to be in a fairly good mood. Huh. Okay, but Bleak Current and Cowbell? Oh. Not exactly getting along. What's your thoughts, though? He's craving the taste of also not much. I'll go back to this so you'll have something to read at least. While I do. But Moon 41, right? Yep. Moon 41. Canarysnap knows he should feel worse about his dad losing his new mate, but he finds himself apathetic to the situation. He refuses to say it out loud, but he's honestly relieved he doesn't have to worry about a cat. Oh, I didn't spell doesn't right. There we go. Doesn't have to worry about a cat trying to take over Zoom's role in his life. That's kind of cold, and I know it's mean, but like, Canarysnap didn't care that much. Actually, had some dislike for Chaff and Smoke, and I don't know if obsessive would personally lead to that, but Canarysnap gives off the vibe of a cat who, if you're not close to him, he doesn't really care too much. I don't know. But since he's obsessive, he probably cares a lot about cats that he is close to. What do you think about George? Do you have any thoughts? No, you have none. Should try and talk to her. I would love to do the flirt one, but I don't know if it'd be a good idea to do right away. You peer across camp and doing George do some weird dance. She's bouncing slightly and swishing her tail in a repetitive manner. Dumbfounded and admittedly somewhat intrigued, you just have to wander over and ask her what in Star Clan she's up to now. Huh? What am I doing? Well, I was on the border patrol the other day and I found this kitty pet on the border. I came back around today to see if they were there, and they were. So we talked about what life as a kitty pet was like for them. Apparently their two legs have these weird living boxes. They're completely stationary, but they have life inside them that gets really bright at night. Kind of like stars, huh? Anyway, apparently sometimes those boxes do a kitty pet two legs call an idle animation, and they showed me an example that looks like this. So of course I had to replicate. It's super fun. You should try it too. That's kind of funny. So tempted to try the flirt button, but I don't know if that'd be a good idea. You know what? Try it. You're delusional if you think you're good enough for me. Okay, dang. Should not have done that. But you have romantic like? Very baffling. But alrighty then. I don't know what that means, girl. Oh well. There's so many cats now. Send you two on patrol. As leafall starts to hint at the cold soon to come, the burdock plants begin to wilt. Chips heads out to replenish the clan stocks, bringing along anyone who isn't busy with other work. The rains have made the soil loose and good for digging. While finding burdock plants is starting to become harder, at least it's easy to harvest the roots when they do come across them. It's a long afternoon, but a productive, light-hearted one filled with smiles and jokes as the obliging cats follow Chip's direction to carry everything home. Nice. I don't know, just send... Eyes glowing with the last rays of sunset, the small hunting party heads out into the gathering dusk. With their diurnal prey tired and headed to their homes, their crepuscular counterparts come out in full force. As their nocturnal prey still blinks away the sleep in their eyes, the patrol has a truly premium numbers of opportunities to catch food, enough so that the entire clan comes to comment on the patrol's success when they return. Might just try and get more cats, just to see. The patrol finds an opening to what seems to be a new set of tunnels. Oh boy. The tunnels prove to be a new entrance to a set of tunnels Cloud Clan never uses. This could be helpful in the future. Nice. Wolverine's clan sent straight into the territory. Follows the set into their own territory, potentially stumbling upon the Wolverine clan deputy. The deputy explains that they've come bearing important news for the Cloud Clan leader. Suspicious but sure of their intentions, the patrol escorts them to camp. The patrol hears a cat begging for their housefolk to come back, just barely intelligible over the sound of a monster speeding away. Shatterstar finds a kitty pet collapsed by the slender path, wailing for her housefolk. Shatterstar comforts her, asking why she was left here. The only explanation she has is that she's sick. Perhaps she was too much of a burden? Shatterstar offers her a place in Cloud Clan, at least until she recovers. She tentatively accepts, looking longingly at the thunder path she's led away. Ooh, nice. What do you have? Red cough. Oop. That sucks. Oh boy. Not the best thing. George spots a fat rabbit on the other side of the Cloud Clan border. A tempting opportunity to be sure, but it may not be wise to hunt on different clans' territory. She's brand new, and I think she has a spontaneous personality. So yeah. Oh wait, that's Ice Cube? I thought, okay, whatever. He's adventurous, so it works. I pounces with no hesitation. He easily kills the rabbit before glancing up and coming face to face with a Cloudy Clan cat. Ice Cube is promptly chased back over the border. The other cat glares, hissing and spitting until the patrol leaves the area. Whoops. Interesting moons, I see. And now it's on to the net. This shall be our last moon. Flint Cole woke up with a mild headache, but went about his day anyway, trying to ignore the nagging pain. Ice Cube feels much better, soreness is gone, Orchid Raven's stomach ache is left. Magpie Paw had a bad fall while taking a walk through the territory and comes back to camp quite sore. Ouch. And Terrace breathes a small sigh of relief. Finally, the deep throbbing in his head has subsided. Scales striped out of red cough. Ooh. Isn't Terrace better? No, still just head. Yeah. Actually, thought he saw a cat, but turns out it's a two-legged object that just looks like one. Huh. And Canarysnap takes a bow of bad weather's a bad omen about Bakuno. Every cat that's potentially around your age, you just keep fumbling. I don't know what it is. Canarysnap is cursed, I fear. Heh. Okay, let's go talk with Orchid Raven. Hey, Canarysnap, want to see this battle move I just learned? I totally got it mastered. Orchid Raven attempts to move, trips over his own paws, lands unceremoniously on the ground. I could have sworn I had it down. It's just funny. Now, George, try this again. Ugh, the smell of Cloud Clan is something I'll never get used to. Sometimes I still find myself sniffing and wrinkling my nose. Seriously, what's up with this clan stench? The Star Clan curse us with this permanent funk. Ugh. Do I know you? Oh, this is just not going well. He attempts to flirt. Why do the romantic went up, but everything else practically decreased? What in the world? If there were another mediator, I'd kind of use him to... Wait, no, I don't know if we can use mediators, actually. Alright, time for this. Herb gathering. To store away good harvest of dried but potent daisy leaves in case Cloud Clan's elders need it for their droids or cats need to unexpectedly travel. Liontail assembles a little group of warriors to help them carry the herbs. Daisies may seem like part of the everyday carpet of greenery present everywhere from rocks to fields to nestled at the foot of trees, but that doesn't make their leaves any less useful. With a larger patrol, the cats bring back a good haul, and Liontail makes sure to thank everyone for their assistance. I don't want to do a bunch of patrol. The patrol's checking the borderlines. They notice that Lyre Clan sent a stray into their territory. After poking around a bit, the patrol discovers a Lyre Clan apprentice wandering nearby, hopelessly lost. The apprentice is disparaged upon discovered on the wrong side of the border. While Chavok understands it was not his mistake, he still lectures the apprentice on the importance of respecting border lines. Spies a rabbit on the other side of the border. Tempting opportunity, probably would. Ice Cube again. Ice Cube pounces with no hesitation. He easily kills the rabbit before glancing up and coming face to face with the Clouded Clan cat. Ice Cube is promptly chased back over the border. The other cat glares, hissing and spitting until the patrol leaves the area. Whoops. Find the Snapdragon Clan patrol. The cross paths in an awkward tension fills the air. No one is quite sure what to say to break the silence. Eventually everyone involved slowly shuffles away to continue their respective patrols. We are hostile with Clouded Clan. Oops. Neutral with Snapdragon Clan, Lyre Clan, and Wolverine Clan. The only one we have as an ally is Iris Clan. Oh boy. Alright, save real quick. Go over to this. That's where we're gonna end the episode for today. So, thank you for giving this video a chance. Hope you have a good day or night. Bye.